Hey guys, it's me, Trevor, back with another new backdrop. For here is our third episode of my rehab vlog that I'm trying to keep up to date as best as possible, finding the best milestones in order to record these things and give as much information on what's going on and how things are progressing with me as possible. Have some sort of format for how I do these. So it's gotten a little bit better. As you can see, I'm in Minneapolis, Minnesota now. Back with the team, rehabbing in the mornings, going to the day games. I'm around the guys more now, so it's done a lot for my psyche. But today marks the 8-week mark. The last video I did was at the 4-week mark when I got fully locked out in my brace to full extension as far as it would go. And now in the last 4 weeks, I'm no longer in my brace. As you can see, anyone who follows me on Twitter saw about a week ago that I got it off for good. And I can now sleep without it on too. So I no longer have to put it on. It has been retired. It is put away. So hopefully I'll never need that thing again. Life has become pretty close back to normal in that I go long periods of time forgetting that I had surgery. Here's a little update. That's the scar. That's all it is a little 2-inch incision. Looks like it's been there forever, and it's just the pinkness is already starting to go away and it's starting to go white, which is a good thing. And we are now in back to workout mode, back to pretty much being able to do everything I could do before without throwing. Obviously, I don't start throwing until July and the end of July, so that's not something that's going to come up soon. But in the meantime, I am very heavy on my workouts, my arm exercises I do every day, at least an hour of them every day. And then with combination with a lot of the stuff I did for my back, Pilates and yoga that had just started today. I did a Pilates routine and a back stabilization routine that I did for my back before too. So it's helped me get in line. So all that stuff's kind of coming back together and meshing into the more of a normal routine without actually being able to throw. Which is super exciting for me, and I'm really, really excited about it. I just said I'm excited twice, but that's how excited I am. How I'm feeling, everything feels really good. I've had no setbacks. There are days where where the kind of arm joints, I'll wake up and like, oh, I'm stiff from working hard or whatever. And then there's days I feel great and going out full extension, and this is where my flexion is now. Oh yeah. Which is much, much better than it was even before. So that's just naturally going to come along. And yeah, it's been great. But being in Minnesota has been awesome. Kate is now with me here. We have the cat. We are slowly, as you can see, I have this beer picture that needs to go up on the wall. There's the scratchy thing for the cat food. She's here too. And we have a nice 1-bedroom apartment here in Minneapolis. Very little furniture, very, very Midwestern, very mid-century modern is the direction we went. But we're just trying to make it home. Having 2 different places you live in the same kind of half the year each way. It's good to kind of have your own stuff, not have to rent stuff every time you go one place or the other. So it's great. Spirits are high. I'm starting to get fired up watching this Twins team play. They're playing very well lately. Well, this far into the season, a month and a half in, looking pretty good, and a lot of young guys are starting to step up and start to turn into players that we always thought they were going to turn into. So it's exciting to watch as a fan and also as a teammate, and I'm getting very excited about that. Next steps, as I alluded to before, is getting heavy on the total body aspect of getting back in shape. And if I'm going to be unable to pitch if I'm going to be unable to pitch, that also means I'm not going to put any wear on my body, which is a silver lining in itself. Taking a year and kind of resetting everything, getting everything to where I feel brand new again going into 2018, and I'm going to take advantage of that. And I'm really excited about it. Anybody who follows me on here or subscribes here on YouTube or follows me on anything knows that I'm very into the gaming, and I know that I not only playing games, but trying to get involved in the business side of things too, and fostering kind of a competitive atmosphere, and giving people who play video games very, very well, or people who take it very seriously and have made it a big part of their life, they are also able to create a career out of it. I think that being the best in the world is something. you should be able to live your life and live your life and not have to worry about where you're going to eat because you don't make enough money. If there's enough people watching it, as in any entertainment, which a sport is entertainment. You watch us because it's entertaining. Anytime those things exist, there's people and there's enough people watching, then there's opportunity there for people to play it and be good at it. So that's kind of the one of the side things I've been working on in addition to my rehab every morning. Getting on that routine and working all day, every day to better myself and get ready here and be ready to go next year. But the arm feels great, the body feels great, the mind feels great. I have a purpose. I have very lofty goals for how we always say how quickly you want to be back, but I'm forming it more of what I want my body to feel like and where my brain to be at when I come back, and whenever that is. If they want to take a little more time, then we're taking a little more time because I don't ever plan on going on the DL ever again for the rest of my career after this. I'm over it, and I'm ready to keep taking steps forward. A theme I've had my whole career. A lot of people have had say those same things, but you got to take one small step at a time, and eventually you get to the end here. And I want to finish my career, helping a team win on a consistent basis. And, this is all part of it. So you got to take it how the chips fall and do the best with what you got. So moving on, the knee, everything. I haven't talked about the knee yet, or the hamstring. Sorry, it's one of those things that it regenerates over time. The ligament regenerates. It takes a while. It takes over a year, I think. So it's one of those things where the knee doesn't feel like 100% like nothing happened for like 6 months. But to the point where running and jumping and doing everything I need, backpedaling and stuff, I can do everything. It just gets sore. I've been running over a mile a day at least. I want to run over 300 miles during my rehab, which sounds like a lot, but it's less than a mile a day. But just making sure that I'm consistently running every day and keeping my cardio up, that's going to be important too. So those are the things I'm working on. It's getting monotonous, guys. It is monotonous and kind of boring, but I said I would do these things. I need to do them more than every 4 weeks, but I was luckily able to. I got a new sound card for my mic. I was able to set up this program to see my mic in the proper way, and I have some settings for the mic to make my voice actually sound fairly clear and not too horribly loud and just garbled and muddy and bad. For a guy who produced music for 5 years, I was pretty bad at recording. So, but this has worked pretty well. Lighting's okay. The mic, I think, is working okay. I hope that when I'm done with this video, I don't go listen back and be like, wow, that sounds terrible. I need to do that again, because that would really suck. But so yeah, that's pretty much all I got. My next steps here, some projects I have going, just to give you an update, are I'm going to be working with MLB Trade Rumors to kind of do a written version of this, bi-weekly or so, giving a little bit more insight of the mental side of the game, things that I think that I can practice and work on, and things that the way I can condition myself mentally, ready to go for when I get back on that mound, that I have no regrets and I'm ready to go, and that I'm not going to hold anything back, and I'm going to be able to focus better than I've ever been able to focus before because of the distractions. A lot of those distractions that happened from poor play or whatever during the season hadn't affected me for a year, and I was able to hone my mental strategies. So that's some of the stuff I'm going to talk about. I talk about what it felt like the day it happened, just other stuff. So just look out for that. I'll be tweeting the links and stuff, and so will be Trade Rumors. I'm working on my first post now. It should be coming out fairly soon, so check it out. Don't forget to follow on Twitter and Instagram and on Facebook. That's TrevMay65 for all three of those. Subscribe down below, down here, the subscribe button, I believe. And don't forget to check me out on Twitch, playing video games and hanging out with you guys. I'm always available. If you want to come in and talk baseball, I enjoy playing video games, and I enjoy hanging out with people, and it's the best of both worlds. So I'm very, very accessible to you guys, and just leave and as always, leave whatever you want to see in the next video in the comments below, and I'll try to address your questions as much as possible. Turn it into maybe a little bit of an Ask Me Anything session as well. So thanks. I'm hoping to get one out because if we get enough questions, I'll do one in a week. But if not, it'll be every 2 weeks. I think that's the best way to so that I'm not telling you the same stuff for the actual rehab part, because it just doesn't turn over that fast. It gets monotonous for a couple weeks, and then we change things up. So I hope to see you again in a couple weeks, and I hope everyone has a good day, good week, good month, and everything is well with you. All right? Don't forget, click all those buttons that I talked about before, and I will see you later.